Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another video by BTH Dreamer. In this video, I'm just going to be sharing with you guys some tools that I use on the regular basis that help me know where I am at in Diablo 2, that give me information, things like item lists, crafting recipes, rune words lists, tier lists, and etc. I think that these are vital and super important to have if you're seriously into Diablo 2. And these are all just websites, so I'm going to put links in the description below for every one of these. So if I were you, I would just go in the description, click all these links, set them all to bookmarks, and create a bookmark folder so you can just access them whenever you need them. Also, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up so it moves it up in the algorithm. It really helps me out a lot. I appreciate you guys a ton. Also, if you know of any resources that you're using that I don't have on this list, please shoot it down in the comments below because I want to have access to that as well. Thanks, guys. Let's dive right into it. Okay, so all of the links in the description are going to be in the same order listed as in the same order as I show them to you in this video. So that'll make it a little easier for you. The first tool we're going to be looking at is just item lists. I'm on purediablo.com, and if I just hover over Diablo 2, I can see there's weapon lists, and we can see class specific items over here listed. You've got armor and etc. This is really nice if you're looking at like bows and you're trying to find a good bow for creating a specific rune word in or whatever. You can come in here and scroll down. I like the way that these guys lay it out the best. It's just really easy. You can come over here and click on exceptional bows. It'll take you straight to the exceptional bows. It tells you all the stats over here with your attack rate, miscellaneous stats, how many sockets, on the exceptional, and you've got elite bows down here. I really like the way that they've listed it out. I think it's the easiest to use in my opinion. Hammers, whatever you're wanting to look at. So that's the first tool that I recommend having at your disposal. The second tool I recommend having at your disposal is going to be, well, and these aren't in order and like priority by any means. This is just how I have them brought up in my bookmarks. This is a hero editor. Okay, hero editor is, in my opinion, good because if you're looking to do a specific build that you've never done before and it's not really listed anywhere online, like nobody really talks about it, this is a great tool for creating that character, creating all the items, and making sure it's going to work before you go investing a lot of high runes into something or expensive gear. Because let's say you invest all the high runes and all the gear into this character and it ends up just being absolute trash. That's a bad place to be in. I don't like being in that place personally. So this is a great way to build a character, save the file, put it in your saved folder for Diablo, your saved character slots. It just puts it in your single player, and you can go test the character out, make sure it's going to be a good build before you go investing a lot into it. Now, I could probably create a whole video on how to use this, but it's really not too bad once you start jumping in and playing with it. It might take a few tries to figure it out, but I think it's a nice tool. I've used it for a few builds, just weird off-meta builds to see if it would be something that would actually work, but they're very expensive builds. I think it's great. Some people think it's cheating, but to each his own. The next one I have on this list is the Heroic Cube Transmutation Recipes. I like the way this list is laid out better than any other list personally. This is at d2tome.com, and it lists it by, like, here's just all the different rune upgrades. You've got obviously your gem. This is everything for all of your transmutations. Okay, so I mean, I like this tool. I refer to this all the time. In fact, I just used it today because I always got to come back and look at, okay, I found a couple of monarchs, and so I'm like, okay, what is the monarchs? They're listed under armor. Okay, so I need socketed shield on this monarch, so I need to put a Tal rune, an Om rune, a ruby with my normal shield. Boom, gives me my sockets, right? I love this tool. I think everybody should use this. The next one is the actual Heroic Cube crafting recipes. This one's at Wowhead, and I like the way this one's laid out better than any of the others I have found. I also like how they talk about how it works and everything, but if you come down lower, it gives you by each listing category. So like blood crafting recipes. This gives you all the different recipes for the blood crafting style type, and all the extra stats, the preset properties, and etc. for each type. It tells you what kind of armor it works with, belts, boots. I think it's a great list. Here's your caster ones. As we know, caster amulets are super popular. This is why perfect amethyst and raw runes are so expensive online ladder. Anyways, this is a great tool. I highly recommend having this as a resource. Okay, my next favorite one is here. It's just like an entire website in general. This is maxroll.gg/D2. Or you just come up here and select D2 in your selection list. But there's tons of good stuff in here. They talk about the different farming spots. They've got different resources for different classes, different mechanics, how the game works, etc. I've found a lot of valuable information here. You can look at tier lists for like density destroying. Okay, if we want to get information on that. These are the characters that are best at just pure density. And it tells you why this would be good, why you'd be using this, and kind of categorizes each character. So lots of really good information here. They got build guides. Maxroll.gg, great website, lots of valuable information, but nothing in particular I want to show you here. Just something that you can go look at and play around with. Another one that I use all the time, which I did mention this in my rune words video guide. This is just a list of runes, but I like this list. I just like the way it's laid out. I think it's fantastic. I've been using this since I came back to Diablo. It was like one of the first ones I found, and I like it. It gives you all the properties of each rune, tells you how you can craft up, which can be handy when you're getting into crafting a little bit higher runes, because you need to know what gem you're going to be using. And it's also nice just to know exactly where the rune falls in the lineup if you don't have the entire list memorized. And I mean, I'll be honest, I almost have the whole thing memorized, but not quite. So I have to come back and look, and I go, okay, 2 goals is going to make a Vex. That's right. And Ohm is after a Vex, etc., etc. So I refer to this periodically. I think it's a great list, and I like the way it's laid out. Hopefully you guys like it too. On the same website, this is purediablo.com. You've also got their rune word calculator. Now there's 2 different rune word calculators I like to use. Which honestly I haven't had to use rune word calculator in a long time, but I do use it at the beginning of season just because I think for me it's easier just to throw what runes I have in here and look at what I can make rather than having to go look at all the different rune words and decide what I can use. I just think it's faster and easier, but I've used both of these. There's this one here, and you basically just punch in what runes you have. So when you find a rune, throw it in here, and then you can look at, you know, how many sockets. Oh, let's see, I'm looking for whatever, and that I got to make sure I have the runes, and it'll tell you all of the different items you can make. I think it's useful. This is the exact same thing here, just at a different website. This is at d2runewizard.com. This one works really well as well. Both of them work good. I like them both. I just click on whichever one I click on. It's just the one I'm going to use for the time, but I've used them both. And the last one I'm going to show you I also showed one of my recent videos, the rune words guide video, is I love this website. I think it's the best one for looking at what different rune words there are and researching. You can literally click on any item group. Like, let's say I want to look at missile weapons, and I can select how many. Let's say I got a 5-socket bow I found. I'm like, what can I make in a 5-socket missile weapon? You can look here, but you have to be careful because sometimes if I go to item group, you want to click off that. You can look at weapons and other things might show up. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. So for example, if I click on melee weapons, it's only going to show these 2. It's not going to show just all weapons, or it's not going to show pole arms. So you're going to see different things. So you got to kind of play with it and get used to it. But I love this tool. I think it's fan-freaking-tastic. Unselect everything. You can look at all of the different rune words, browse around, kind of do some research. Also, it's handy because if you're looking for a specific rune word that has maybe certain auras, you're like, what auras are available? I'll just hit Control F in Chrome, type aura, and now I can look at all the different ones that have auras attached to them. Boom, 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 boom. Basically, I'm just searching the entire web page for the word aura, and it highlights it. And I can go, okay, which ones have auras? Okay, cure. That's got the level 1 cleansing aura, etc., etc. Anyways, I hope you guys find this helpful and useful. I really like these tools. I find them useful, very helpful for me. These are ones I use on a regular basis. But like I said, if there's other tools you guys know that are better than these or that you like as well, shoot them over. Let me know. But all this has pretty much covered everything I've needed in Diablo 2. I hope this is helpful for you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.